Okay, let's start to stitch our star. And as you've seen in the kit, you've got some really beautiful, shiny yarns. They're both grey coloured, but one of them's lighter grey and one of them's darker grey. I think I'm starting with the darker grey here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do back stitch, but around this square instead of what we did around the circle. In we go, exactly the same, go forward. And then into the next hole. And back on yourself. This is quite nice, isn't it? After stitching on the sun, stitching in a row on the star feels really cool. See how the beautiful shiny, ooh, look at the shine. Looking really neat. Carry on all the way around the diamond, or point of the star. In the instructions we've called it the point of the star. This star has got 5 different points. See how on the corner, I'm just moving my way around. When you look at it, you can really see how the shiny part of it is coming through, isn't it? Stitch all the way around. And can you see that this star itself, the first diamond goes all the way around the edge, and then you've got a second diamond inside, and then a third diamond. Come back in a minute and see how I've stitched all of it together. Okay, I've stitched around the first diamond of the star point, and now I'm going to carry on and stitch the second diamond that's inside. Still using back stitch. Oops, caught it around the point of the star. In there. I'm going to turn it to this side so you can see it. And then inside. So it's still back stitch. It's exactly the same as what we did on the sun. But we're doing it, it almost feels like it's a straight, almost like a straight striding line of back stitch, doesn't it? I really love how the sparkle is shining through. Not loads of sparkle, not like sequins or glitter or something, but just a little subtle bit of shine and sparkle. Carry on round, stitch away. Did it again, all the way. Quite quick, aren't they, the stars? The star points. All right. You see how I'm getting to the end here? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch it so it makes a full diamond shape, and then I'm going to carry on stitching inside. And I'm going to do this type of back stitch around the points of the star on the 2 other points either side, but I'm going to use the lighter grey colour with the shine, and then we're going to learn how to use running stitch with both colours of wool. So that's looking really neat, isn't it? In we go, all the way around. I'm really pleased with this. Just a little bit of shine. There we go. Into that bottom bit, same as I did before. Pull it through. Exactly the same way. Weave it through. Oh wow, look how that looks on the back. Looks like a maze, doesn't it? Weave it underneath. And then we're going to snip that off, and I'll show you how we're going to use running stitch with 2 different colours. I'm really happy with how this is looking. The beautiful back stitch in different diamonds all around the different star points. Wow, look at that. So lovely. Look at the lighter colour as well with the shine. What we're going to do is we're going to use, on these two last star points, we're going to use running stitch that we did earlier on, but we're going to pull it through. Again, hold on to the back. I'm using the darker colour first. Go into there. Going to turn it over so I don't. And then come up. So instead of backing stitch that we did earlier, we're just going into one hole and then into the next hole. We're always going forward with running stitch. Around this edge we go. It's quicker than backing stitch, isn't it? Or back stitch as we've called it in the instructions. Carry on all the way round. Same idea, so that you get a diamond shape, following the diamond shape round with running stitch. Twist it round in your hand a little bit. Still can't get over how a tiny, tiny little bit of shine makes it twinkle like a star. Okay, and I'm going to finish there. Okay, and then in here, exactly the same as we did before with the back stitch, we're creating diamonds from the running stitch. Oh, I threw my needle down there. Along we go. Wow, we're running with running stitch, aren't we? In we go. Down we come. There. Finish that one diamond. See how that diamond is? Round like that with running stitch. Finish the second, not the second one, it's the third one. We're going that fast, I thought we'd only started up on the second diamond. Okay, turn it over the same. Wow, look how different it looks on the back to the back stitch. Really does look like a proper maze, doesn't it? Weave it through. And then we're going to snip it off. Got some tiny scissors. Hello. Okay, now I'm going to get a piece of lighter coloured thread. The lighter grey. Still got the sparkle in it though. And you see here on the running stitch where we've left spaces, I want to fill those in with the second colour of wool. So again, hold on to the back. Make sure you've got the tail. Go through. And then I'm going to come up into there and down again. See how it's making a big difference, isn't it? Sometimes you can't tell the difference between one colour of wool or another, but when you use them both together, check it out. So I'm going to carry on going round and filling in all of the spaces. See that? All of the spaces. And I'll be back in a minute. Wow, check out the star and how it's starting to look. We've got our back stitch with the darker yarn. We've got 2 points that we've done back stitch with the lighter coloured yarn. And look how this is looking now. Wow, different colours, each with running stitch like we've seen. I'm going to stitch this one in exactly the same way as this. And then we're going to have a look at how we hang up our star in the window. Okay, once you've finished your star, you need to put a loop on it to hang it up in people's windows. So use a little bit of wool that you've got left over. You should have quite a lot of wool left over. Thread through and then tie a knot. In there. If you're ready, tie tie a knot. And then I like to slip off the ends as close to the end of the knot as I can. Snip. And snip that. Snip it off. Move those two bits away. And make sure I put my needle somewhere safe. Pull it down so that you can't see the knot when it's hung up. And then we've got our little sucker that goes onto the window. Push the wool through and then it will hang really beautifully from the window.